Let's bring the conversation back home now because convicted serial murderer Rosemary Ndlovu is back in court this morning on fresh charges. The former police officer is accused of plotting to murder 2 police officers. Last year, she was sentenced to 6 life terms for the murder of 5 of her relatives and her boyfriend. Our reporter Mnisi has been watching that leg of the story. He joins us now live from outside the Kempton Park Magistrates Court. And Linda, do we know when Rosemary is said to have plotted the murder of these 2 police officers? Is it before or after her incarceration?
Well, you'll remember that Rosemary, in fact, was arrested in March 2018 and has tried on a number of occasions to apply for bail, and those were unsuccessful. So this is, of course, before her arrest in 2018. In fact, the police say that they knew just after she was arrested that she had been trying and plotting to have them murdered. So in this particular case, police have been investigating since then to try and nail the now convicted serial murderer. So we understand that the charges that are being brought in this particular court are that of conspiracy to commit murder. Now, who did she try to murder exactly? It is, of course, the investigating officer in this matter, in fact, the one that she's convicted for, as well as the station commander at the police station where she worked. Now, what is believed to be behind this is because, the station commander is the one that actually opened the case, and then the investigating officer, being Bennett Mabunda, is the one that investigated and finally was able to nail Rosemary Ndlovu. So in this matter today, she will be appearing for conspiracy to commit murder.
The big question, I guess, in part, Linda, is also to try and ascertain who is she conspiring with, especially in a context where she may have been doing this from behind bars.
And those are the details, Ayanda, that will come out in this court when she's, of course, officially charged. But, of course, you'll remember there is also another matter that she is a co-accused in. It won't be sitting today, but in that matter, she's a co-accused, and it's alleged that she was, acquiring the services of hitmen for one of her police officer friends, Newzroom Afrika, who allegedly wanted her husband killed. Now, that particular murder was going to take place around February 2018. Now, this is a month prior to her arrest for the murder of 5 relatives and her boyfriend. But the hitman in that matter allegedly went and informed Justice Mudau, who was meant to be killed in that hit, that in fact they had gotten their services to try and take him out. Now, it's alleged that Rosemary did not know that in fact the reason that particular plan failed was because the hitman went to tell the man who was supposed to be killed that in fact he was supposed to be murdered. She then went on allegedly to try and get the services of the same men to try and kill her sister. You'll remember Joyce Ndlovu, who we spoke to here on Newzroom Afrika, detailing how shocked she was to learn that her sister, Rosemary Ndlovu, had acquired the services of hitmen to try and take her out. Now, it is that very same hitman that blew the lid on not only the conspiracy to murder Joyce, but also the conspiracy to murder Justice Mudau. Now, that matter was enrolled, but of course provisionally withdrawn pending further investigation. It's also been enrolled, but we understand that it will not be sitting in this court today because the accused in this particular matter is having a baby. So at a later stage then, those charges will also be brought in court, where both Nomsa as well as Rosemary will be coming to court to answer on those charges. But today, the focus is on the 2 police officers who she allegedly plotted to kill.